All right, we are here after week three with Chris DeFalco on a fine Tuesday afternoon in September. I am your host, joined by your co-host, Chris DeFalco. How we feeling?
An interesting third week. There was three matchups, I think, that were decided, maybe four matchups that were decided by the Monday night game. You had the Ravens Lions, which turned into a little bit of a shootout in the first half. Second half was a little bit slower, but there was some wins and losses on the line down Monday night. So we'll get into that one a little bit later.
It was a yeah. I mean, those are
I
two of
think
the best.
my matchup, your matchup, Tom and Derek, right? I think Frank and Jagger with Goff, right?
Yeah,
Four matchups.
I mean, it's two of the best offensive teams. I didn't watch the second half because Amon-Ra scored that touchdown right before the end of the half.
Stick and fork.
And
That was
it's
it.
funny because one of the group chats we're in, I was like, oh, like I need Amon Ra to get like trucked. And then instead he scored the touchdown and he went to the camera and was like, I own this expletive. And I was like, damn. That's really, I wish I could say what he actually said because I was like, all right, yeah, I'm cooked. And then I went to bed. And then Derrick Henry didn't score. And I thought I had a bit of a chance when Henry scored that first touchdown, but it
Well,
wasn't
he
meant to
he
be.
got stuffed at the goal line like three times.
By the way, I was watching the first half. There
Because
was
you
a
think
force
like
field.
if they score there, then you think maybe he gets another one later. It's a different ball game. But you're right. I mean, the second that Amon Ra scored, like you needed Henry to score a lot and Amon Ra not to score a lot. And then once he scored that touchdown, yeah, you were toast.
And then the second half, David Montgomery scores two touchdowns, and you come out of nowhere. So how are we
No, he had a
feeling?
touchdown in the first
First
half.
half, he did have a first half
Yeah.
touchdown. I didn't
Well,
know what the
so
probability was. What was the
uh
probability?
so I was down 30 points. He was projected 102, which is what he had. And I was projected, I think, 95 or 96. Um, yeah, after the first, so going into the game, I wasn't like uber confident, but Zay Flowers has had a good few weeks. So I was thinking, like, if he can score a touchdown and put up like 18 points, then I just need like 12 out of David Montgomery. Um, and it was the opposite. David Montgomery scored. I mean, that like 90-yard run he had, if he would have scored, that would have done it.
I
Right.
didn't see
So that
that.
happens in the second half in the third quarter. They were at like their 10-yard line. And I was like, oh, if this guy rips off a 80-yard touchdown, I'm gonna win. And this dude rips it and he's chugging. And I'm just like, there's no way. And then he gets clipped at the 10-yard line, and of course Gibbs scores. So now I'm down 7 points. And I'm like, shh, this would have
That's
been
cooked.
that would have been it. So going into the fourth quarter, then I don't know if you texted me, but it was going into the fourth quarter. I was down 7 points, or no, it's Devin, and he was like, "Oh, you're cooked. You got a whole nother quarter." And I was like, "No, bro. Like I got two guys that aren't guaranteed points. Like if I had Gibbs, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Like he's gonna get the ball. Like Montgomery, like the Lions, they do that. Like whoever gets the drive gets the touches, right? So like I was just assuming I wasn't going to win. And then it was like almost going to bed. And then they scored a touchdown. I was like, oh, like I didn't see that it was him who scored the touchdown. And then he
Was that
busted it.
off
And I
the
was like, I'm
fumble?
pretty sure I just won.
Was that off the fumble?
The Derrick Henry fumble? I think
Yeah.
so.
Well, yeah, I mean that was the Derrick Henry fumble was like in their own territory, right? So then he
I
got the
think so.
ball
Yeah.
pretty close.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
couldn't
and
believe it.
also Hollywood Brown was looking like the old Hollywood Brown that I come to know and love. Dude had like 0 points in the first half.
Hollywood Brown.
Not Hollywood Brown, Marquise Brown, whoever you got on your team.
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers. I don't know. I'm
I
thinking
was like,
they're kind
Hollywood
of
Brown's on the
kind of the same
Chiefs.
kind of the same
Holly-
player. Same player.
yeah, he
Zay
had 0 points
Flowers.
in the first half. He didn't have a
Yeah,
target.
yeah.
He
He
had
looked
no
exactly
targets.
like how he is.
But that's what I'm saying. So I was nervous. And then once Montgomery got like, he had 12 or 13 points. I'm like, all right, now if Zay Flowers can get 10, I should be good. And then David Montgomery just carried the load. I mean,
You're lucky.
The
Hey,
stars
I'm
the
calling you the
stars
luck
aligned.
merchant.
The
You're
stars
looking,
aligned.
dude. CeeDee
I
Lamb
needed it. I
has
needed it.
0 points.
I needed it.
Okay. And
I
then
needed it.
and then also, how many points did James Conner get? 0 points, or did he like get a few for you?
Six.
Six
Six.
points. All right. So, and you won by
Three.
three points. So,
I mean, at the end of the day, to get a win with
yeah, no
two
shit.
guys getting hurt, one of them getting 0 points is a massive upside. Because
Yes.
now we're also going to get into this, and not to make this about my team here, but yeah, it's tough. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I just lost my first round pick and my fourth round pick, and
Yeah.
Rasheed Rice is still out.
There's an injury bug going around. I feel like it always happens around this time of the year. I don't know. We'd have to pull some data on that. But I guess let's stop talking about our team so much. Let's look at the standings here. Let me share my screen right quick. Um, we're gonna lead off here with Adam Polwini, 3-0. After all the crying, after all the complaining, I want my money back. Chris, hoodwinked me. He's 3-0 on first place. Thoughts about Adam's team, Chris?
Uh, I mean, he has a good team, right? Like he does have a good team. I think a lot of the guys have gone up and down. Like, I mean, he puts up the points. He's also had the least amount against with not even
Good
cracking
defense.
300. So he's taking care of business. He's won in the matchups he was supposed to win, but going up against Corey's 89 points, like he should win. So
I wish I won against Corey. Jalen Warren,
yeah,
RB14, good pick. J.K. Dobbins, RB12. Jesus. Chuba Hubbard. I mean, this guy's got running backs for days. I haven't really looked at his team. He's got
they all
Ramondre
stink.
Steven. Well, they don't. They're RB12, RB14.
Yeah,
So,
but I'm
so
saying, but you got to assume that there's regression, right? So
yes, yeah, but I mean, for now, he's got a lot of depth there. I mean, Jamar Chase, not great with the backup, but he's still wide receiver 11, and he's got Addison coming back. I mean, he's got guard. He's got some depth on the bench. I mean, I'm looking at my team. I got
yeah,
nobody
his
on my
team's good.
bench. Shout
Yeah, I
out,
mean,
maybe if he takes Rashi Rice, he's got a few losses. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how
who knows?
the way the board turns out. In second place, why aren't they showing the points here, by the way? Here are the points down here. So let's sort by points and we got the Man Bear Jupig at 412. And I just couldn't keep up with it. It was a shootout this week, and Better Man just won. Now, he did have 30 points from the Vikings defense, which I had 17 points from the Colts defense. Either way, I don't think I was going to
Yeah,
end up winning.
yeah,
That's the defense issue you talk about.
that is the defense issue that I am talking about. Um, but people voted for it, so
I mean, are we
you're gonna
confident in Josh's
you're gonna
team?
die by the sword.
Are we confident in his team moving forward?
I mean, you have to assume that after 3 weeks, the people that are going to compete are the people that are going to compete, right? Like, I don't foresee there being a huge swing in the standings going forward. So you got to figure like Josh's team, Adam's team, they're going to be up there no matter what. Like, they're not going to lose six in a row and be out of the playoffs. So those guys are going to be up there. After 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure, certain to say. Now, granted, like if Amon Ra blows out his ankle, that's a different story here, right? But that's anybody's team. So you got to
Not saying
assume
that's going to
injuries
happen.
aside. Got to assume injuries aside. Josh's team's going to be there. I mean, his QB play could be a little dicey. Joe Mixon might never play again, but if Chris Olave and Jalen Waddle are gonna score points, then who knows? But Jalen Waddle also, once
He's
Tua gets crippled, then
he's sketchy.
he's not gonna be playing.
Also,
Um,
Olave 10 receptions, ridiculous. Like this
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, yeah,
10
yeah,
receptions, 57
yeah,
yards. He looks like he's a
yeah.
running back.
Right,
Like
right.
I was
He's
so
not
pissed off.
right,
I mean, there he's a terrible quarterback he's got, but I was like, this dude
right,
really has 10 receptions. Like, what are we talking about here?
right. But he'll get Kittle back. Um, so I think Josh will always be in it.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's got 412 points, the only person with over 400 points, so he's going to be there. We talked about your team a little bit. Now, the matchup that I thought was interesting, Tom's team was looking terrible, and he
Yeah, but
somehow ends up.
it's week 3, so Derek's team was laying an egg. It was always going to be.
That's true. But I mean, at one point, I was looking at Tom's team this week, and I was like, Jesus, like there is like nothing going on. Like, he had T. Higgins, he had like 0 points. Cortland Sutton at one point didn't have anything in that late game, but then, well, I guess he has a lot of guys like that were playing in the late window, so
Mm.
he kind of made a late comeback here. But yeah, last week I was like, yeah, this team's really not looking good.
Oh,
But
I'm playing him this week. He's
now
got
he's two
3
and
guys
one.
going on Monday night. I was
Ah,
cooked.
it's the worst. Well, there are two Monday night games next week.
I don't got it, and I don't think I got it this week.
Got what?
A win.
You don't think you gotta win?
No,
Okay.
no, no. I'm
I
saying I
mean.
think Tom's going to get me this week.
Well, I mean, you would foresee that probably. I mean, if you just look ahead to the matchup a little bit, we'll talk about Hot Stove here in a second here. But yeah, I mean, all of his guys are healthy. Now, T. Higgins does stink, but Cam Scatterboo, I mean, this is the Cam Scatterboo that all of our fathers who are Giants fans would love, right? Dude had how many points? He had 11
He's
carries,
good.
60 yards, and how many
6
receptions?
catches
6 catches. 6 catches
for 60 yards.
it's outstanding. That is Austin Eckler territory, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
he's going to be good because
so he's gonna
Tracy's
be
out.
Tracy is cooked. So, it kind of clears the way for him. Um, you know, it's crazy how fantasy works because
It
Tom was
does.
ca
It is.
Tom was counting an L. He was going to be 1-2. Now he's going against your team. That's injury plagued. So this dude could be 3-1
Could be three
by
and
next
one.
week.
Yeah, he
But
needs it. He needs it.
this is why you can't count your chickens too early, and that's why kind of related to the Adam thing with I got screwed, blah blah blah. It's like you just never know what's gonna happen. So like
Yeah.
stop making assumptions about what's gonna happen, and just let it play out and stop all the moaning. All right, now I do want to say something about Matt's team. Matt's 2-1 here. If the playoffs ended today, he would be in the playoffs. I'm sure you wish you had Trey Benson. Tough one.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been
And
great.
now I liked his team name at the beginning based on merit, but then I was like, shouldn't it be merit based? Like you say, when you say it's like, oh yeah, like this is a merit based award, not like, oh, this award is based on merit.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it just depends on what
I,
you're.
I
It
liked it
depends
at the beginning.
the context in which you're talking about it.
Well, yes, but I think merit based is like probably the more common saying, but I guess like
Oh
based
yeah,
on
I
merit.
mean,
I do like the name though. It's clever. I think he changed his name though. But I mean Tyreek Hill's been turning up a little bit. Possession 21. He was looking really bad those first 2 weeks, but I think he had a good week last week. And yeah, he's got Trey Benson. I mean, I listen to some of these waiver wire shows, and these guys are like, oh yeah, like pick up Trey Benson. I'm like, dude, Trey Benson is not available in any league.
who's not?
Trey Benson.
I mean, yeah, he's not available anywhere.
I mean, none of these guys are really available that these guys talk about in these leagues.
Well, you also have to
Um,
think we have 2 flex, right? So,
yeah, that's the other consideration
however,
too.
Benson was
He
James Conner's
was,
always injury prone, right? So like
yeah, he
it's not like
was.
he would have been one of the guys that's
Yeah, he
you
was.
know.
he was, and Matt's also got two of these running backs. So this dude is we're very running back heavy on this bench. I mean, I like a lot of these guys. Tyler Algier, Jeremy McNichols, although I don't know how much burn he's getting. I think he scored a touchdown last week. And he's got Aaron Jones Sr. on the IR, so a lot of depth there. Good job, Matt. Maybe change the team name slightly based on my reco. I mean, we can talk about my team real quickly, I guess. I mean, we kind of alluded to it, but I'm struck with the injury bug, kind of like you are. Mike Evans, doubtful. I don't know if it doesn't seem like he's going in the IR, but I'm not gonna hold my breath here. He's always dealing with his hamstring injury. And then I mean, I had to. Well, we can talk about the trade too, but I traded for Baker Mayfield because Joe Burrow is cooked. He's turf toe. I didn't know turf toe could be like a season-ending injury. Tom always talks about turf toe, and I'm like, oh, like, he's joking around about it. But I didn't know it could
Yeah.
cripple you for
Oh,
3 to 4 months of turf toe.
it could. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know there was also grades to it. I guess he has the highest grade, so he got dropped, and then I had to ship over ETN and Quentin Jackson from Baker, uh,
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr. and Dylan Sampson and BTJ. I mean, he was looking terrible last week. At the end of the game, he caught like a big pass and he ended up getting, I think, 8 points or yeah, 7.5 points. But I don't know what's going on with Trevor Lawrence. Like, I mean, Trevor Lawrence at this point, can we just call him a bust? It
He
is what it
stinks.
is. He's
He is not. He's
terrible.
terrible.
I mean, I don't know at what point, if you're the Jaguars, do you move on from him? Like maybe if you have a bad, I mean, they got the win, but like if you get a top five pick, like are you
Yeah, I don't
riding with
know.
Trevor Lawrence for another 5 years?
Uh, no, you can't.
So I mean, and then
I think yeah, it was tough.
so yeah, I'm gonna need a wide receiver this week. Maybe Juwan. I don't know. My ESPN's all screwed up right now. Najee Harris was also on my bench. As soon as it was, I don't know if anyone was watching Red Zone live when this dude ran up the middle to do a block and his knee just completely collapsed. And for a
Yeah,
second, I thought it was Omari and Hampton. And I was like, oh, like I got his backup. And then I realized it was Najee Harris. And I wish I could have just dropped him like in real time, but you can't. But he is currently no longer rostered. So. It's looking a little bit thin on my bench. It's gonna be a waiver wire week for sure.
that's what. Yeah. Um, I think everybody's gonna be hitting the waivers.
It's gonna be a hot week for waivers. Devin's team, tough LTU at 326 points. It probably he could have been 2-1. It's bad beat on Monday Night
Bad
Football.
beat, bad
It's
beat.
tough. It's tough. Now I will say his flexes are like very, how do I put this? Not they're not great. When you have a tight end in your flex, that's really not what you want.
That's not. I was gonna bring that up actually, because yes, that is not what you want to see. That's a tough
Uh,
one.
and
It's hard to
Joku
do
is
anything.
tight end 19. So it's not like he's like a top 10 tight end.
No,
Uh, I mean, maybe he plays Charbonnet this week because he was out last week, but like maybe Xavier Worthy's back. I don't know. But yeah, the flexes are tough for him. Rashid Shaheed, wide receiver 35, like he's just not a good offense, and he's always a home run hitter anyway. So we're gonna have to build up some depth on Devin's side as well. Uh, we're just going through each team here. Let's head over to Mr. Fada's team. So Fada made the trade with me, and I think it was at this point. Now, ETN was looking pretty bad for most of this game, and he actually got the backup Tuttle scored the first touchdown, which was looking really rough for him. He ends up with 11.6 points, so I guess you'll take it. And then
yeah,
Quentin
you'll take
Jackson
that.
has 14.9 points, 25 points, which I guess it's not, I guess compared to what my substitute players did, he got Danny Jones. So I think it probably netted out that he got more points out of the trade than I did. And he pulled out the win by 10 points. So I mean, everything matters at this point. So maybe a sneaky good GM decision by Feda. Thoughts on the trade?
I mean, I don't really love it, so we're gonna find out. But
Well,
yeah, I mean,
you didn't like it because of the I traded ETN pretty much for a first round draft pick, right?
you're correct. And also, I'd argue that Baker Mayfield is the second best player in that deal,
Yes,
and you got them
correct.
both.
And I got them both, but at a certain point, BTG, Brian Thomas Jr., what if he just stinks? Now, it's 3 weeks. He hasn't really been doing much. So, yes, I got a first round pick, but like Quentin Jackson's wide receiver, this dude's wide receiver 8. So, like,
I know, but
I understand what you're saying. The value just doesn't line up if you were like looking at it from a draft board perspective. But at a certain point, don't you think you have to throw out the draft board?
not 3 weeks into the season.
Yeah, I mean, Fade is an aggressive guy, though. He's gonna pull the trigger on things. I will say
Yeah,
his double rookie running back decision is really not panning out for him at the moment.
no,
Ashton
no,
Ashton Genty's not looking great on film. I don't know if you saw
no.
that one Twitter video. He was like
He gets
pass
hit
blocking.
behind. He gets hit behind the line of scrimmage every play.
So do they just have a bad offensive line?
I think so.
I mean, yeah, he used to, maybe at Boise State, he gets hit behind the line of
Right,
scrimmage and he bounces
right,
off of
but
that.
he,
But
right, right. He's playing against guys from that are just throwing hay around.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So, and then Trevion Henderson, I mean, at this point, I think you'd rather have Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's another tough one. You kind of it's a risky move taking these running backs, but if it pays out, it pays out. If it doesn't, then you're kind of stuck in a
yeah.
sharing. So, but at least he's not 0-3, right? It could be 0-3.
He could be 0
Uh,
3.
um,
Could very much.
moving down the list here, Corey's team, 286 points. Is that the low mark? Jesus, huh? Bottom scorer, Core, right? Oh no, Jagger's the bottom scorer. That's unlike Jagger.
What?
I'm saying in terms of the amount of points scored,
Yeah, Jagger's lowest.
Jagger's lowest and then Corey. And I'm saying that's unlike Jagger, because Jagger typically has a good team. And then Corey, I mean, I think we like to egg on Corey, but he's been having better teams recently. So I don't know where it's all going wrong for
This
him at
team
this
stinks.
point. Well, yes. I mean, Malik Neighbors maybe gets an upgrade with Jackson Dart. AJ Brown's been pretty abysmal. Although ESPN's trying to hype it up. Javonte Williams, not bad, but he's a little bit, he might be hiding behind some like goal line touchdown dependent stats. And his QB position really isn't great. So, uh, I would reach out to Corey for a trade too, right? However, the problem is with Corey is he's not really willing to make trades.
Well, yeah, I mean, because he's afraid that he's gonna look stupid on the other end. But like nobody can
Correct.
predict, so there's nothing you can do about it.
So, Corey, hit my line if you want to make a trade. I got some guys for you potentially. And then yeah, I don't really know where it's going wrong for Jagger's team. I mean, he typically picks good guys. DeAndre Swift stinks. JJ has been underwhelming, I guess, is a big issue. Wide receiver 25. Chase Brown has probably been one of the bigger disappointments. RB 30. Yikes. And this was a guy that everybody was high on coming into the draft.
Chase
And
Brown, yeah.
he's not good. And then Isaiah Pacheco was a guy, Rutgers guy, New Jersey guy. I kind of wanted to draft him. I was listening to a podcast today, and someone was talking about dropping him. Like, I mean,
Pacheco?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know about dropping him, obviously, but like someone's like, oh, like you drop Pacheco, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, he would definitely get picked up by somebody if he gets dropped, but like he's running back 50 at this point.
Yeah.
It's not ideal. DeAndre Swift, running back 23. Like I always knew DeAndre Swift is mid. Like so I was not going near him. I think I drafted him 1 year and he would have a few good games, but then not a good game. So and then Jagger's also dealing with Jaden Daniels, hopefully coming back this week. Talk about a guy who's gonna be active on the waiver wires. We know Jagger will be active on the waiver wires.
Yeah. But that's where you find the value, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know though. It's kind of hard looking at these
That's
waiver
just where
wires
you find
now.
it.
Now it's a little bit tricky to figure out who are the guys. I feel like some weeks it's probably easier than others. Maybe this week there are some guys out there and we can get into it. But yeah, I mean that's kind of the standings 3 weeks in. I wish I could pull some stats about kind of like, oh, we have to talk about Brian, obviously. Brian has, in terms of points he's got the fifth most points scored.
Yeah, he's
Yet
got rough
he's
go
he's
here.
he's really got to tighten up the defense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
457 points
Yeah,
allowed
it's tough.
is, I think that's like a standard deviation above two standard deviations above the league average. Josh also kind of up there, Chris up there. I would
Yeah,
say
so don't be talking about no luck merchant, pal.
I'm pretty much at the league average. Well, I think I scored a good amount of points against you too. Uh, but yeah, I mean, 457 points against is that's like two standard deviations above the league average. And then
Yeah.
Adam is at the bottom, 284.
So he's the real luck merchant.
Maybe Adam's a but all us Adam also has 397 points, almost at 400. So we'll see how week 4 plays out and if Adam remains undefeated. Who is Adam going up against? I would love if it was against his brother. Oh, it is against his brother.
What is it?
I'm saying Adam is playing
Oh,
Derek
oh,
this
week
week.
four. Yeah, we got some good matchups on the card.
What are the
You're
matchups?
you're you're playing Dev, me, Tom. Corey's playing Matt, Jag, Josh, Theta, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, the fate of
Power
Brian.
rankings. Ass Kicker United went down. That can't be right.
What is it?
In the power rankings, it's
Oh, in
showing
the
Jagger going
yeah.
from 1 to 12.
So I think this Fata versus Brian matchup is that a loser go home game?
It could be. I mean, look at the projection, 137, and this dude's 0-3. It's tough.
It's it is tough. Brian sent me some ridiculous trade today for Puka Nacua. That is never happening. Side note. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to be 1-3. I mean, I'm on the potentially being on the 1-3. I don't know if you can make the playoffs in 1-3. Would love to pull the stats on that. But yeah, some interesting matchups. You want to talk waiver wire, or do we not want to talk about waiver wire because we we're gonna be showing our hand a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, there's some guys out there. I don't know that I'd go crazy. Uh, like, I don't think that there's anybody worth like spending all your money on, but I think there's some guys out there that are worth people picking up.
Yes, I think everyone's gonna be hot on what's his face, the guy from Oakland, or does somebody have him? The guy
Who?
who scored, what's his name? Tucker?
No, he's available.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to be the one that everyone's looking for. Trey Tucker. I scored 3 touchdowns last week. I mean, are you now you might be targeting him, but like, is someone gonna like blow like $50 on this guy?
I don't think so. I mean, I would hope not.
But people are aggressive, man. I don't know.
Well, I mean, look, if it depends on the value you think you're getting out of the guy the rest of the year, right? Like you can't be just playing it for the hot hand. You have to assume like, okay, what's the probabilities that this is going to happen again?
Yeah, but like, what if you need a win? And you're just like,
Well,
you
then
kind of
yeah,
need,
right, great. But that's the evaluation that you as an owner need to do. So certain people are going to need to spend their money.
yeah. Um, I mean, again, I don't think it's too deep in any of these waivers. I don't think there's one guy who's
Yeah,
like
I agree.
super high on my list here.
I agree.
But there can be some diamonds in the rough. Shout out Najee Harris already on the free agency, but he is done for the year. So
His
yeah, there's some
phone's
running backs
freaking
maybe.
snapped.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty to look at when that was happening in real time.
No,
Uh,
absurd.
all right. Well, anything else?
No, I just think I'd like to see some more trading this year. I'd like to continue to see some trades be discussed. I would love to see, some teams trying to make some moves. Fade is active. Fade is active.
Beta
He's
is
still active.
aggressive. He is
The room
aggressive.
on the rumor mill. Breaking news. Beta is still looking to acquire talent. So if you're looking to discuss trades, hit his line.
Feta is always active in the trade, Feta in the trade market. He's always active. Brian, I hit him up for a trade last week,
He don't
and
answer.
I don't know, his like whole strategy's changed or something. Like he's like, oh yeah, like I don't think my team's in a position to be making trades at the moment. And I'm like, dude, you've always been like one of the
Yeah,
biggest traders
yeah,
in this league.
yeah.
And like, yeah, I get it, you're 0-2, but like your team's been scoring points. So like, I don't know what's up with him. And then yeah, I mean, I feel like those two, and you probably make a lot of trades. I feel like I make a decent amount of trades. But then some of these other guys, it's a little bit harder to work out deals with. Like Corey, we already talked about. Uh, Tom's gonna give you the two mid running backs for one good running back
Yeah, the
special.
quantity for the quality he'll give you.
The 2 for 1. Derek, I don't really know. I feel like his team's good. Adam's definitely not making trades. He thinks he's always gonna get like
Yeah,
hoodwinked.
yeah, yeah. No, nope.
Um,
No trades on his
maybe
end. Josh kind of just he doesn't
he's passive.
engage.
He's
Yeah,
passive.
if you need a trade, you go to Josh. Josh isn't reaching out to you for a trade.
Yeah, and he's probably gonna, yeah, it's gonna be tough to work some out with him, would be my opinion. Devin, maybe you can make a trade with, but yeah, I'd like to see some more trades. You know, it's always fun. I made the trade with Fada last week and everybody was up in arms about it, respectfully, but
Because you ripped him off. Because you ripped him off.
I didn't rip him off. He got two top players, and I got Brian Thomas Jr., who is legit not doing anything. I mean, I hope he does something, but like
Rip
he might have
off.
like he might have took Trevor Lawrence's mom out on a date or something, because I mean they're just not on the same page. It's very odd. I think he has a lot of targets, but he just can't catch the ball. Uh, but I mean it was funny because everyone faded then brought it to the extreme of I'll cut all my players if this doesn't get
Right, right,
passed,
right, 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 right.
which is always good. It's always good to have somebody threaten total league, I guess chaos in week
Right.
two. So let's make some trades. Let's get the hot stove going.
Yeah, let's
I'll
move,
post
folks.
this, and hopefully, this encourages people to get active in the trade. Now, people probably would wait till the end of the waivers, maybe. Maybe, I feel like you want to get the
Yeah,
waivers done, and then you try to get the trade. Now, I will also say on the vetoing and whatnot, the way it works is just for clarity here, is we're not waiting for, more than for the trade to like happen in ESPN. Like it's not a
right.
48 hour situation. If 6 people approve the trade, I think it's, well, I guess maybe 7, whatever. It's as soon as that happens, I'm pushing it through as the league manager. So you'll have your guys for Thursday, you'll have your guys for Saturday or Sunday. Now, getting people to vote, that's another thing. But
Right.
you have to lobby a little bit.
Right. You have to. Well, I no, I think it's you need the majority to veto. So it's after. So basically you need, or no, I think you need 8 out of 12 votes to veto, but two people are involved in
Yes.
the trade, so you need 8 out of 10 votes to essentially veto. So as long as
Yes.
3 votes get pushed through, unless some person in the trade wants to veto it after the fact, then then in
One of your
theory,
one of your players gets hurt at practice. You're like,
well,
all right,
then in
I'm gonna
theory
veto
you have
this.
you have to, that's the difference.
Yes, yeah. I mean, so the margin, yeah, I think it's 8. Yeah, I think you're correct there. Uh, so yeah, you just really got to get the votes in, and then I'll push it through
Right.
so that we have a clean starting week. Because I remember, I think a few years ago, it was always like, oh, I gotta wait 48 hours, but then like my guy's playing on like
Right.
I don't know Sunday morning. Oh, there is a Sunday morning game this week. I love a Sunday
Oh,
morning
is
game.
there?
Dublin
Is there? Oh, Steelers,
Steelers
right?
Steelers versus
Vikings,
Vikings. That strikes me
9:30.
as that strikes me as a Dublin game, right?
Yeah, I won't. I
Like
won't be watching that one.
why not?
Probably golf Sunday.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're watching Man U
They play Saturday 7:30.
in the morning. And you're gonna watch that?
Saturday 7:30.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't I?
because they stink.
We're tied. What do you mean? We don't stink. We're tied with City. We're 1 point behind Chelsea.
Well, okay. Now I'm looking at the
Oh,
table
okay.
again.
Now you're looking
I'm
at
looking
the
at the
table
table. You're
again.
11th, but you guys were 17th. I was like, yo, this team's about to
Well,
get
yeah, that was two
relegated.
weeks. That was 3 weeks ago.
No, that was last week. I'm pretty sure I checked it, and they were like in
We lost
17th.
to City last week, so there's no way we would have.
Yes, you lost to
Um,
City last week. Yes, correct.
but the 3 points from
Uh,
Chelsea didn't move us up. Anyway, now we got
anyway,
Brentford. Now we got 2 games that we should win. Brentford
well,
and I think Sunderland.
yeah, I mean, those teams stink. Sunderland 7, but they're typically a relegation
Look, I
team,
don't
I,
want to
I
turn this into a
think.
footy podcast, but United has the
Yeah,
most goals,
yeah.
the most expected goals, and the most chances created, and they'll
Oh,
also have
oh.
and statistically, they've also had the hardest start to the season amongst any team. So just keep
Wow,
that
there's
in
a
mind.
lot of analytics in their favor. Expected goals. I didn't know that
Keep
was a
that in mind.
metric.
Keep that in
Was
mind.
that
Yeah, expected
EPG?
goals. Well, basically, it just is like it tries to quantify like an expected goal. So like if a guy
Yes,
has,
yes,
but
yes.
I'm saying no, no, but I'm saying like it just quantifies like how likely. So it's basically the statistics of how likely somebody is to
It's
score more
like hard
goals.
hit rate in baseball.
Yeah, yeah, essentially,
It
yeah.
well, one of those hard hit
Right,
rate. What is it? Barrel rate. Met
right,
stink.
right. So that's
I'll
what
throw
we're
that in
banking.
there.
It's we're hoping that over time the wins are going to come as those stats stay the same. So
It's early. It's early. It's early.
it's
It's only
early.
you're only 7 points behind.
Yeah,
You
it's
could you
five.
could win the
We're
league.
on match week 6. We're okay. We're not worried about the league. We're worried about getting Europe.
Champions.
Well, Champions League would be great, but that's going to be tough.
Oh, you want Europa.
I want Champions League, but are we better than Liverpool, Arsenal, City, or Chelsea? Probably, most likely not. So then that leaves the fifth spot, assuming that England gets a fifth spot. Otherwise, they're going to be fighting for Europa League.
Europa is what? 6 through 8?
No, it's
6 through 9?
usually five. It's usually 5 and 6.
5 and 6. Oh, it's only two
But if
teams.
but if it's Champions League, then it's 6 and 7. If the
All right.
Champions League, if they get the fifth spot, then it's 6 and 7.
All right. Yeah, we should table this.
The
This was
footy talk.
talking soccer.
It is a football podcast.
It is a
So
football podcast. It's crossover.
all right.
All right, any closing thoughts?
No, just good luck, everybody. We got one person going for the Immaculate Season, so each week we're going to check in on that. Good luck,
What
and then
what was the thing we said? If
I have
immaculate
no
season,
idea. I'm not
I think it
worried
was like
about it.
$100. I think we get
100
a
from
hundred
each
dollar
person.
bonus.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was 100 each, Adam. So
yeah,
I which is should probably be more, to be honest. I think it might have been more. We might have said more. I mean, because if you run the table like that,
yeah.
there needs to be something. It's only 1,200 bucks, 1,100 bucks. I forget what we'll have to go
I
to the
think it was a
table.
hundred. Yeah, I think it was $100 per person.
Yeah, all right. Tom also
So
had an offer out there when he said that, but this is it's a PG
yeah,
podcast, so
right,
we won't
right,
bring up what
right.
specifically what he
Yeah,
said, but I think it was
correct.
something involving a job.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
all right.
yeah. All right. Thanks,
Signing
all.
off. Thanks,
See
guys.
ya.